Today is May Day, aka International Workers' Day. And if you're watching this from school or work and you're thinking, then why don't I have a day off? Same, but there's a reason for that, and it has to do with rewriting history. So let's talk about it. So International Workers' Day commemorates the struggles and the achievements of the labor movement. It is celebrated in many countries on May 1st, but if you live in the United States, then you know we celebrate in September on Labor Day. So why May 1st? Well, that's because in 1889, an international federation of socialist groups and trade unions designated May 1st as a day to celebrate workers and to commemorate the Haymarket riot in Chicago that took place 3 years prior to that in 1886. So let me set the scene for you. It's the late 19th century. America is in her second industrial revolution era. The economy is booming. Capitalism is booming. The corporations are thriving. And yet, the average life expectancy was your late 20s, and you were working 10 to 16 hours a day. The children were operating heavy machinery, and a significant amount of the industrial workers were immigrants. Now, worker strikes were increasingly common, but the Haymarket riot specifically was a protest against police brutality. This protest came in response after the Chicago Police Department killed and injured unarmed protesters the day before at a McCormick Reaper Works factory strike. The police, of course, showed up and began dispersing the crowd when an unidentified individual, allegedly, threw a bomb at the police, and the police opened fire. At least 8 people died and an untold amount of people were injured. Now, fast forward to present day in America, May Day is practically forgotten because it's the way our leaders intended. In 1958, President Eisenhower declared May 1st to be Loyalty Day, a huge slap in the face to the workers who helped shape our labor movement and an enthusiastic nod to the police force that continually suppresses labor and union organizing. He did this to avoid connection to the violence and anti-capitalist sentiment that was going on at the time. Even Barack Obama declared May 1st as Loyalty Day. When it comes to union and labor organizing, police come face to face with workers to suppress their calls for improved working conditions, improved safety, fair wages, and so much more. And police unions, entities that now benefit from the gains of the labor movements they so violently suppressed, have such a huge influence in her state government. And that's a whole other conversation. The point is, workers today are faced with eerily similar problems from the same corporations that built their entire empire off of the exploitation of their workers. So look at your local unions, look at your local labor organizers, and see if they have any actions for you to take this May Day.